Hello and welcome to this video that will give you an introduction in how to expose parameters in Notch 1.0. Expose parameters allow for control and manipulation of Notch content in the form of a Notch block and/or standalone application. Notch blocks can be deployed in a variety of media servers, allowing for the flexibility of Notch within a media server platform. Some of the benefits are allowing for properties to be modified and keyed by the media server's timeline, live control of exposed parameters from control surfaces such as lighting consoles, and passing real-time data into Notch blocks. Alternatively, you can use the Notch remote to control Notch blocks and the standalone application from a simple web interface. To expose a parameter, select the arrow to the right of the parameter you would like to expose in the property editor. Then select Expose to Block/Standalone. Now once you have exposed a parameter, you will see a blue dot to show it is now exposed. You can edit the settings inside the exposed node. You can use Scope to determine which parameters are displayed in the UI for editing. Global will show all the exposed parameters for the compositions in the project. Composition will show only the exposed parameters for the current composition. Show Exposed As will determine how the exposed parameters will be displayed in the exposed node panel. By selecting Group, the exposed parameters will be sorted by group, which can be created and managed by the user. This is how the exposed parameters will be ultimately displayed in the media server. By selecting Node, you will be categorizing the exposed parameters by the node they are related to. Exposed parameter name. This is the name that will appear next to the parameter in your external media server and the Notch remote. It's good practice to name this something relevant. Group is the group the exposed parameter is assigned to. Go to Node will highlight the node the parameter is related to. Unique ID. By default, each exposed parameter will be created with its own unique ID. This ensures they are treated separately and distinctly by the media server. However, it can be useful to have parameters share the same unique ID, for example video inputs, that are used across multiple compositions. Regenerate ID. This will regenerate a new unique ID for the parameter. Slider min is the minimum range of the parameter in the media server. Slider max is the maximum range of the parameter in the media server. Read only sets the exposed parameter to read only, so it can be read but not written. The exposed parameters can be typically controlled through float values, for example numeric fields and on-off controls. You can also use text input strings, selection menus, positional data, camera data, arrays, and video textures. Let's look at two examples. Primitive object type. When exposed, you'll find there are limited settings to change, as this is a selection list in the media server software. The second example is an exposable camera. This is different to other nodes. You will only have to expose the exposable camera value. This will then expose all components of the camera. To create a group, you can start by clicking on the drop-down menu and select the field Create Group. Once created, a group can be renamed by clicking on the pencil icon next to the group name. Parameters can be reassigned to different groups by using the drop-down menu. Please note, currently when a group is empty, it will automatically be deleted. To export a Notch block, start by doing the following. Left-click on Project and select the option to compile block for media server. Select Browse to choose the location where you would like to save the Notch block. Once you're done, select OK to compile the block. Now let's look at how to use the block in a media server. Each software will have a predefined location for the Notch block to be placed. In this case, I will be using Disguise Designer, so the block will be placed in the Notch folder found in the D3 Projects Objects folder. Once you have started the program, create a Notch layer. Here you can select the Effect field that allows you to choose the Notch block you wish to use. Once selected, you are able to see the different exposed parameters in the groups created earlier. Please note that each media server software will have a slightly different behavior. You can also use the network connection workflow to live edit Notch blocks. This can be done by first opening the Notch project you created the block in. Now select the devices field. Select the option for network connection. This will open the network connection window where you can see the active streams and look for specific IP addresses. In this case, I will be using a loopback address of 127.0.0.1. Once I select connect, it will show me the available streams on the selected address. Choose the stream related to the builder project. Select OK and you will now find that you are connected to the block, allowing you to add new elements to the block live.